a croissant. And I thought for a moment that when I sat down at the table with that great chair and that great cup of cafe au lait, that I would have this just mind-blowing moment of the best croissant I'd ever had. And when I sat down and took my first bite, I'd realized something. I'd had that croissant before. I'd had that croissant back at home, and it was just as good in Paris as it was in my own home, and that's why I love shopping with Authentic Gourmet, because today, from their Parisian kitchens to your home in America, you are gonna get that taste of France. But today, what makes this holiday so special is you have the choice of bringing home 18 French chocolate custard twists for $49, or for the lovely holiday season, you can double up that order, save, of course, $19, bring them home for $79, and you're saving close to $20 on that. Now, here's the idea. It's brand new this month. Today's gonna be the last day that you can bring it home at those prices, $49 and $79 respectively for the 18 and 36, and yet you are getting this absolutely divine Parisian treat. And who better to tell the story than Chef Tony Nataro? How are you?
I'm really good. Good to see you.
It's so great to see you.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to tempt you. This is Authentic Gourmet, the real Parisian pastries that you get in France. They're made fresh, frozen, shipped here to your door, and I just want you to just look at the inside. This is our chocolate custard twist. You can see the layers of the beautiful pastry, 64 in total, but then you get that custard and you get that chocolate chip on the inside.
Look at those chocolate morsels.
And those are from Belgium, so everything is top shelf. It's French pastry, that authentic French butter. It's the delicious custard they make in France that no one can beat, and then of course they use that Belgian chocolate chip, all wrapped up, twisted. I mean, you can't get these anywhere else. It's the high end of Authentic Gourmet.
Well, and this is what I love about Authentic Gourmet, and this is what I love about shopping our Christmas and July sale, because what do we love about the holidays? It's the opportunity to feed your family unique and special items that are that holiday treat, that are that once a year something special. And with your choice of 18, which by the way, work out to be $2.72 each, or the 36 count, which work out to be $2.19, this is that plane trip across the pond, dining under the stars with the most decadent treat you could imagine.
Absolutely, and it's made to the specifications that all the French chefs do. I'm very proud to be the resident chef here.
Yes.
And when you taste it, then you'll really understand the flavors of the pastry, because to try to make this from scratch, just making 64 layers of pastry.
How long would it take you? I mean, and you are a chef all your life.
As a chef, with proofing and everything, this is an 8 to 10 hour job. Now here's the great part. I want everyone, as you're getting ready, they come to you frozen. So I want everyone to understand this, because you won't find this anywhere else. They come frozen as you see it here. You're gonna take them out of your freezer, put them on a cookie sheet like this with parchment paper, 350 degrees, you push this in the oven. Don't open the door, that's the secret. They cook for 28 minutes. There is no proofing. So frozen to the tray, to the oven, and that's exactly how they come out.
Now, how long do they last for, in case I want to savor some throughout the year?
They have a 1-year shelf life. And again, there's other products that you might have tried or bought as I did, but when you buy them, you have to take them out and proof them first, which is, I know, it's just, the pastry.
I'm back at the Eiffel Tower.
I know, I'm
back at the Eiffel Tower.
If you've been to Paris, as I have, I've been to Lyon, to Paul Bocusa's school there, which was an amazing treat. You have tasted these products before, because Authentic Gourmet is well known in all of the restaurants, the patisseries, the hotels, but look at that custard. And look at that chocolate. That's what makes this so different.
You know what's really interesting, and you said something that made so much sense to me. There were patisseries in France, but then there were the higher end bake shop. This had very few to choose from. And those are really those labor of love, sweets and decadent treats that the French have become just astoundingly known for. And I think what's so nice about this is you're getting a step above the regular croissant that sits out in the food market all day, every day.
That's correct.
These are that ingredients with that Belgian chocolate, that rich custard that from first bite you take in, and all of a sudden you're thinking, why don't we up and move to France? What are we still doing here?
Well, you know what? Being that you can get it at QVC, here's the cool part.
Which is
great. You get up in the morning, take these out of the freezer, how many you want, and I want everyone to know, I just cooked 2 of these in my toaster oven. So you have a little small oven, it'll work in there.
Great.
It's actually a little less time, it's 20 22 minutes in your toaster oven at 350 degrees. You put them in, you make your coffee, you turn on the news or whatever you like to do in your morning ritual, and then the house just smells like you've walked into a beautiful pastry shop. And then what I love about, they're so consistent. It doesn't matter if you bought this for the first time or this is your 5th order, they're always the same way. Look at all the layers. Can you see it on the screen? Look at the layers of that pastry. 64
and just
layers
remind
in
them
total.
how long it would take you as a seasoned, trained chef to make something like this.
This is an 8 to 10 hour job. By the time
That's a day.
That's a full day. And then, and again, all you do is you take them out, you put them from the frozen on the cookie sheet in the oven, 350 degrees, 28 minutes. Don't open the oven door. That's the secret, just like we do professionally.
Yeah.
And then that smell will come all over the house. And more importantly, this is something you can do at the last minute. Don't tell anybody that you did it at the last minute, but you pull them out of the oven fresh. And when they see and taste this, I mean, just look at the custard. You can see the layer of custard that's in here. And then that chocolate chip and the layers of the pastry, which are crispy and crunchy and flaky,
and decadent,
just all the way through. Every bite that you take, you're just going to get that chocolate, beautiful custard.
Well, you know, and every bite that you take, I'm so glad that you decided to include it on auto delivery, because when you take the first bite of this, you realize you can't live without them. You know, before Authentic Gourmet came to QVC, which, by the way, is the only place that you can get these croissants aside from France, you would spend that holiday vacation where you had something similar, dreaming about the days that you could go back. And now every day you can have that memory, or maybe this is the treat that you bring home to your family that inspires that trip. That gourmet foodie holiday lovely piece in your choice of the 18 count for $49 or the 36 count, which you're saving close to, $30 on that, which is great. So think about that 36 count for the holidays, auto delivery. It's gonna ship out either November 9th or December 7th. So go ahead and reserve yours now, because from their Parisian kitchens to your home, your heart just won't ever be the same. I love you.
I love you too, thank you. Thank you, everybody.